What is up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be talking about skip or summon for 4.2. Now you're probably wondering, well Shifter, we don't actually know what the banners are because 4.2 special program got delayed. It got postponed because somebody unfortunately passed away. If you didn't know, someone or a representative in China, someone very important passed away within the Chinese government. And so, you know, the government issued a statement out that everybody has to show respects and condolences as they should. So that's why 4.2 was postponed, which makes total sense, and I'm sure that everything we're waiting for 4.2, it's worth the wait, because obviously we got the Hydra Archon and we have a brand new area and we've got so much more to be excited for, as well as the Archon quest. Now, Furina is going to be released alongside Baizhu. This is a bit leakers, I'm not gonna lie, but to be honest, there's so many people that look at leakers nowadays, like, it's kind of like no knowledge. But Baizhu will be rerunning with Furina. Now, that's a good thing, but that's also kind of a bad thing if you're going for the weapon. I'm not gonna lie to you, because Furina is looking like a good Archon, really good. She's looking like she's gonna change a lot of teams, but she looks like she's gonna be very, I wouldn't say niche, but like she's gonna help certain characters, but only focus on Fontanians instead of being very universal in like national teams, international teams, all those type of things, freeze teams, etc. I think that Baizhu coming back is brilliant, and the reason why is because he's going to work really well with Furina. Now, if you don't know, Baizhu is a healer. He does have shielding capabilities, but he's focusing on healing. You would say Baizhu is basically just a better version of Kokomi, but Dendro. Imagine him just having way better healing than Yao Yao, but just 5-star, pretty much. And instead of being a polearm, he's a catalyst. Now, that's the good thing about Baizhu, because he works really well with Cyno, Cyno, however you want to pronounce his name. He works really well with him. He also works really well with Kashing as well. He's really good. And so his return with Furina's really good as well, because you would possibly use him in the same team as Furina, because Furina obviously has her HP drain, which is a mechanic that she has in her E skill, and you would need a healer if you were to heal yourself back up, because the regeneration that Furina has isn't great, but she takes a lot of, like, you know, health manipulation via her E skill, and so having a healer would get you extra stacks if you went for C2, obviously. Now, the issue with this banner is that the weapon banner is going to be a bit of a stinkers, I'm not going to lie to you. Furina releasing with the Jade Catalyst is like, oh my god, kind of cool weapon, versus, dude, I'm never going to use this unless I'm using this on Kokomi, Barbara, or possibly a Novelet. Like, you can't physically see yourself, like, no, his weapon isn't like the best thing to lose to. It's not like oh, I'm gonna summon for Hu Tao or go for Novelet. Oh, I didn't get Novelet's weapon, but it's okay, I got a Staff of Homer. It's not like hey, I lost, but I still got a W. It's you lost, but you didn't necessarily get a good weapon unless you you know, got a person that can work real with it, you know, because it's kind of like, I just have a piece of jade. It's kind of, you know. Anyways, the second half at the moment is looking like it's going to be Cyno with what's his name? Bro, I haven't seen this guy since Ride and Rerun. Ayato, that's it. I haven't seen the bro's name in such a long time. Ayato is meant to be rerunning with Cyno. Now, this is a really annoying banner in my opinion, because people who are summoning for Furina are going to have Charlotte as well as Kole and Beidou on that banner. Now the thing is, Kole is not bad, she just requires a lot of energy recharge and EM. Beto's really great. She's really great. Like, there's nothing wrong with her. Just the issue is you can't use her with Raiden Shogun, which sucks. But, you know, we've had this problem since whenever Raiden released. But anyways, we're not going back to that scenario. Charlotte, however, is a cryo catalyst. Oh my god, crazy. Yeah, she takes photos and stuff, and it's kind of cool. But I don't really want to be like...
more passion, more energy, more footwork, more passion, more energy. Oi, easy now, just cool now. More footwork, give it to them. More footwork, more passion.
I don't really want to go acting like I'm a Vogue model walking down trying to take photos of Hilly Joel smacking me in the face. Like, come on, let's be honest here. When it comes to the second half, the phase 2, the 4 stars are amazing compared to the first half. I'm not gonna lie. Ayato with Cyno, their 4 stars is Xiangling, Kuki, and Kirara. I don't know about you, but that's like a really good 4-star roster compared to Charlotte, Beidou, and Collei. I'm not gonna lie to you. Xiangling C6, mwah, chef's kiss. Build Xiangling, mwah, chef's kiss. Xiangling is still one of the most strongest 4 stars, if not, could technically be classed as a 5-star because of how powerful she is if you build her correctly. Kuki, mwah. When it comes to Hyper Bloom, proccing, the healing, like, she's not amazing at healing, but the proccing for Hyper Bloom and just being really good, mwah, like, she's so good, like C6, like, dude, unreal. Kirara, not the best, because she's got split scaling when it comes to, like, I want to do crazy damage, but crap, I need shielding, but crap, it's split scaling. Do I use attack percent, or do I use HP? But you know what I mean? It's the Deus situation, but it's Denjo, but you can actually, like, kind of make a good build out of her if you actually know what to focus on her. But unfortunately, you have to sacrifice HP for having a... You got to sacrifice HP for doing damage, or you got to sacrifice attack percent if you want to do, you know, have good shield. And you can use Kirara with people, so you can have a Dendro Shield if you want to. That's up to you, though. But the point is, the weapon banner for the Phase 2 is looking much better. I'm not going to lie to you. You've got the Haran with Staff of Scarlet Sands. There we go. Staff of Scarlet Sands is really good. Like, really good. Like, it's best in slot for Xiangling, it's good on Hu Tao, it's good on Cyno, it's good on, like, a lot of people. It's not like Staff of Homer, but still, it's a really good freaking weapon because obviously it helps with Elemental Mastery, converting into attack percent, and it also gives you crit rate, and it's also really good, and it has good some stab stats, and it also helps with Hyper Bloom, and you know what? You get the idea, you get the picture. It's a good weapon. The weapon banner for the second half is really good. The first half with the Jades, with the Furina, yeah, it's not the best. So what I say to you is, you can summon for whoever you want to. I'm not suggesting you skip for anyone. Personally, I think you should summon on the second half if you want some constellations to pick up. That's really good if you want to build some pity. I know people be like, building pity? Ugh, I don't believe in that stuff. You don't have to build pity if you don't want to, but you know, if it's the difference between you getting a C6 Xiangling or getting yourself constellation for Kuki Shinobu, I would personally do it. I'm not gonna lie to you. But no, I would go for that. And if you can go, if you're a budget or spending money, obviously, I would consider possibly going for a weapon for Cyno or for Ayato if you want him. If not, just completely ignore Ayato. Why the I mean, unless you like his gameplay, why go for Ayato when we have Novalet in their game? But I guess it's like, damn, he just does a, you know, blast those and kills everything. It's just too easy. It's boring. Fair enough if that's not the stuff you're into. It's a Electro DPS. Cyno is very high investment. He's like, how do I say this? Cyno is like, he's like an electric Zhao. However, Cyno requires not like his best in slot, but he requires 5-star supports to make him good. And he requires high investment in artifacts and in talent as well. He's a very high investment character. When I get to the time of building him, I will be double crowning him on his E skill and his burst, because I've got over 20 crowns and I need to use them. But Cyno, he requires his weapon, I'm not going to lie to you. He requires a good crit ratio, like really, really good. I'm talking like insane crit damage, insane crit rate, and elemental mastery, I'm not going to lie to you. And he does need good supports. If you don't invest into him, he's not going to do the damage you need him to do. He's like, I'm good, but he's that type of character. He's not like, oh, just give me something good and give me artifacts and just a little bit of investment in talents and I'm going to do crazy damage, you know, just press EQ and you're going to kill everything. No, he's not really like that, unfortunately. But yeah, Cyno, I would be careful when summoning for him because he's very lackluster when it comes to DPS. He is. He just requires a lot. That's why Baizhu's really good with him. You would have Baizhu, you would have Fischl, and you would have Kazuha. So that's the team you'd usually run with Cyno. So yeah, Baizhu, Fischl, Kazuha, Cyno, all that stuff. Obviously you'd try and run Freedom Sworn or not Sacrificial, Favonius on Kazuha. You would run Baizhu with Thrilling Tales or with a HP weapon. And then Fischl, obviously, you just want to run her as being a sub DPS, but it's going to provide him enough energy recharge. So your boy can get his burst back because for some reason he has terrible ER and terrible energy particles, which suck. But yeah, that's all I got to say with Cyno. It's just, he's a big hit and miss. I personally would skip Cyno, I'm not gonna lie to you, but it's like, I really want him, go for him, I'm not gonna stop you. Ayato, I wouldn't suggest getting him, he's not really the greatest. It's like, when it comes to Hydra DPSs for Ayato, it's like, Ayato, no, it's like Hydra DPS is like, Child being the worst, then Ayato, and then Novalet. That's the scaling, that's like the tier list. But Furina, she's going to have a rerun. You don't need to be like, I need her. I'm not diehard, I'm not too crazy, I'm not going to be so invested in her. Because me, personally, when it comes to Furina, I mean, I'm getting my artifacts ready. I'm trying my best to get some good artifacts, as you can see. I've not been the luckiest, but, you know, I've got some Hydro Cups, I've got some things for Furina, if I can get anything for her. I've got my stuff stocked up. I've been farming my, mats for her, and I've been farming books, especially the Justice, because she requires the Justice talents. So I've been farming for her, making sure that I can get some pieces. Unfortunately, the resources when it comes to the flowers are not available because that's available in 4.2. But closing this, I would say you should summon for Furina because she's really good. If you don't feel comfortable summoning for her at the moment and you want to wait until content creators or other people really show her out or showcase her, when I'm go live and I'll showcase her and show my build and everything, you guys can make a decision. She's going to be really good, but obviously an Archon is going to be good regardless because we don't have an Archon that's terrible, Fenty. And we like don't have any synergy right now, and knowing how well she's going to work within teams, we'll find out the longer she's out. She will have a rerun in 4.6, so that is something to go look forward to. Obviously we're going to have the weekly boss as well in 4.2, so there's something to grind for, there's something to farm, and we got the Archon quest as well in 4.6 when we're going to get our second weekly boss. But without further ado, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you have the best of luck when summoning for Furina, for Baizhu, Cyno, or for Ayato, and for any of the 4 stars if you're going for them, or the weapons. And I'll see you guys all in the next one. It's been your boy, take care, peace.